With all the different options for getting in shape these days, it's enough to make your head spin. But in spite of what your local gyms have to offer, people still can't get enough variety.
Which is why martial arts have become an appealing option. Now we're going to explore the fitness benefits of some of the top forms of martial arts in America. It's a workout that can increase your flexibility, your strength, your stamina, and can promote a healthy mind-body connection.
But more importantly, they're a lot of fun. Karate was a system originally designed of strikes and blocks to deliver a deadly blow to an opponent. But today, those same strikes and blocks are used to get people in the best shape of their lives.
Sensei James Field has been practicing karate for 40 years and was one of the first 4 Americans to become a certified Japan Karate Association instructor.
Hello, Sensei Fields. It's good to meet you. I'm Gina.
My pleasure.
Thanks for having me here today.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Karate is a martial art, is the martial art of self-defense. You do punching, kicking, striking, joint twisting, and throwing techniques.
So, what are you going to show me? I want to learn some traditional Japanese karate.
Okay, today we'll start off with a few punches and kicks.
We're going to punch and kick each other, or we're going to do this in the air?
Well, we'll just do it, do it in the air, away from one another so we'll get hurt.
Okay.
Okay? First, we just start at a natural stance. Your feet are exactly where they should be. Okay, we'll start punching. Left hand in front of you, right hand to the side.
So my workout kicked off with a punch and another punch and another punch. A typical 1-hour karate workout can burn as much as 700 calories. Now that's close to 3 hours walking on a treadmill, and it's a nice change of pace from just another day at the gym.
5, 6.
In the practice of karate, everything is natural. All the movements are natural. So you use your right side as much as you use your left, or left as much as the right. There's no build-up on one side or the other. And when we practice, it's sort of like when you play tennis. You use one side so much that it's real strong. The other one is strong, but not as strong. In karate, you use both sides equally.
Okay, ready again. H. Pull stronger. Knee. Thumb. Shake. Oh.
Now, even though I'm only punching air, I can feel the workout in my arms and shoulders.
I go, yeah, man.
So I got it right?
Yes, it's perfect.
I'm the teacher's pet. I love this.
The majority of the students that come here, they come for the physical fitness rather than karate as a self-defense.
Mary Beth Macaluso has studied karate for 20 years and now trains with Sensei Field. Now, she's seen firsthand the fitness benefits of her karate training.
When I first started, I thought, wow, this is really, really hard, and I was sore every day that I trained. And I actually enjoyed that part of it because I felt like I was getting stronger. My muscles were getting a lot stronger. The physical aspect of it provides me with so much strength and confidence. Just being able to walk down the street and know that if anyone attacked me, I'd feel sorry for them,
Sensei Field trains his classes in the basics of Japanese karate. The basic stance, with balance coming from the center of the body, is the cornerstone of all movement. Much like other martial arts, a strong abdominal core is essential to achieving proper technique.
On the count, bring the right hand up to your left ear. 1. Now from here, pull back on the left hand slowly and bring the right one down. 2.
The other essential element to karate is learning to block the punches and kicks. You see, blocking is not only for protection, but it also works your reflexes and increases your strength.
Cover your body with your elbow, right there. And 2, down. Right. At the end, you contract all the muscles in the body, flex. So karate is more of a isometric movement. Flex and then relax, okay?
Okay.
All right, ready again. Itch up. Knee down. And at the end, flex or squeeze and then relax.
Okay, maybe it's not as easy as it looks. I'm officially confused. But Sensei Field does a good job setting me straight.
I'm stuck, Sensei.
Cross the other,
Okay.
knee down. Right, okay, again. And itch up. Okay, now if I were to come and grab this arm, in application, you would bring this down, strike here, and pull back on that one at the same time.
Okay. I'm sweating, by the way.
So am I.
I'm sweating more than I have in a while, actually.
This is why a lot of people come and train with us. I have people come and say, asked me rather, will I lose weight doing this? I said, you train 1 hour, you lose weight.
I think I lost weight right now. I think I lost about 5 pounds.
Phew! After that lesson, I'm beat. Let's have the experts take over for a little while.
All right. Every time it's on.
There's nothing else that will substitute for it, because in my opinion, it's the hardest workout I've ever done.
And now again, we're gonna step back and get on by.
This is how it's really done.
After 20 years of training, I still get muscle soreness. How that happens, I don't know. I still do.
This is one of the great things about karate. You can either practice with a partner or by yourself. Now, either way, you're raising your heart rate and working your muscles. While a dojo doesn't have a smoothie bar or a steam room, you can't beat the total body workout you can get by learning karate or any other martial art. I'm gonna check out a martial art that can rev the body and another that can calm the mind.
While the popularity of martial arts as a mainstream recreational activity has exploded in recent years, pro athletes and sports physicians have been exploring the benefits of martial arts for decades. Dan Inosanto trained under the legendary Bruce Lee and now owns the Inosanto Academy of Martial Arts. He's come to believe that it's essential for fitness-conscious people to make martial arts a key component of any exercise strategy.
I've trained in a variety of different martial arts. I tend to like everything, and I tend to look for the best in each system and the best in each culture. And I find to be usually excellent way of keeping condition. That's a series, so it gives you the exercise also. If you train in the survival skills, you have to be physically fit. You can know all the techniques in the world, but when you're not in shape, speed goes out the window, strength goes out the window. You are not fit to carry on, so fitness plays a very, very important part in any survival skill or self-defense skill.
Jeff Imada knows. He's a Hollywood stuntman and experienced in several different martial arts. But he didn't get started in martial arts for the fame.
The main reason I got involved with it was mainly just a way to stay in shape, not necessarily for self-defense means, but a way to stay in shape. It's endless. I mean, if you stay in one system, you keep progressing up the ladder, and there's always more to learn. And it's like opening a key to another door and opening another whole area of knowledge that's available.
And with overall fitness being vital in martial arts, get ready for a tough workout.
I think it's an excellent form of conditioning. I think fitness is the activity. You really have to be in shape for that particular activity.
You want to cultivate the punch, okay? And that takes time. After you cultivate it, what's next? I tell you in the class 100 times, million. What's next? After you cultivate it, you still don't own it. You have to what?
You have to use it. You have to maintain it.
Maintenance. If you can bench press 300, but can you do it all your life? If you can run the mile under 5 minutes, you have to maintain the skill.
You train the agility, you train the balance, you train the coordination, you train the dexterity, you train what I call economy of motion, you train flexibility, you train grace, you train strength, you train stamina, you train speed. Because to be a good martial artist, you have to train in all those particular areas.
And according to Jeff, with martial arts, age is not an issue.
So it's great for people as you get older, or even younger if you're younger. It's a great way of staying in shape, keeping your balance and agility, and all the martial arts are excellent for physical ability and staying in shape.
From Jeff's own experience, martial arts isn't only about physical fitness.
Well, the martial arts helps you emotionally and physically, as far as you get in touch with your body, you learn how to breathe properly, you get the circulation going, you build up your chi or your ki energy, which you feel more or more alive, more vibrant, and it keeps the blood flowing as opposed to like just sitting around and watching TV and everything. So it's excellent. It helps the breathing, all the movement, everything else, no matter if it's fast or slow, helps the body keep regulated, keep moving.
But with so much physical contact and movement, there are risks involved.
Shoulder roll, it's like in boxing, but you kick the groin. When I say kick the groin, you simulate it on the inner thigh. Do not kick the groin.
So it's important that you and any potential instructor know your limitations.
You got to find a person that knows how to train people at different levels. That's age. And according to the physical condition, they'll gear that program for you. That's the personalizing of it.
So when choosing to get into martial arts, finding the right instructor is key.
I don't look at the system. I look at the instructor, and I watch how he teaches me, if they're really aware how to fit the system for you.
Dan doesn't believe that any discipline is superior to the others. Now, as one who currently trains in Thai boxing, he imparts the advice of Bruce Lee by encouraging everyone to simply find out what works best for you.
I trained with Bruce Lee, and he advocated with me that you have to find your own particular way, that no one discipline had all the answers. He always felt that everybody had something to offer, and that one should pursue it according to their interests and find out what really worked for him.
So far, we've learned a lot about kicking, grappling, and karate chopping. But martial arts can also bolster a sense of tranquility and inner calm. Martial arts can be downright meditative, and none more so than the ancient art of Tai Chi.
Tai Chi and Qigong master Terry Dunn has been studying and teaching for over 30 years. His vast experience includes incorporating Tai Chi into the training routine of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Tai Chi is first and foremost a martial art. It's considered the queen of the Chinese martial arts. It is, has many aspects. It is a holistic art, and I would describe it as meditation, medicine, boxing, and metaphysics, all in the body of a martial art.
This is the first time I've ever done Tai Chi, and I'm excited to try out this graceful martial art. I just hope I can keep up with the rest of the class.
Tai Chi forms are very elegant and very natural, based on circular natural movement and certain simple yet profound principles of movement, which are very hard to adhere to, but when practiced diligently over a long period of time, impart very profound results.
You get almost meditative. Really interesting. It's so beautiful here in Santa Monica. It's a sunny day. It's early in the morning. It's fantastic. It's like you can feel the stress leaving your body.
Everybody get the feeling of sitting in this exercise. You're sitting in a chair. The chair swivels and rolls across the floor. So that means your lower back is going to be relaxed and straight. Okay, as you, sitting low, sit low, low and slow, and turn. Keep going. Doing fine. Don't freeze, just move.
Now what?
No, you're doing fine. Tai Chi develops the body in a different way. It's considered an internal martial art, and that means it cultivates the internal energy of the body, which the Chinese refer to as qi. Tai Chi philosophy is the absolute epitome of going with the flow, of never opposing overwhelming force, but yielding to hardness and filling in the holes, and it's an instinct that's cultivated by Tai Chi practice, which unifies mind, body, and spirit. The other image we use is that of a potted plant, okay? The hips are the pot, the torso is the stem, trunk of the tree, arms are the branches. We're taking the pot and we're shifting and turning it. Thus, the back and the arms move as we turn the pot. Tai Chi is meditation and movement. One really can't use it for practical self-defense. It's relearning how to move according to natural principles. Basically, one learns perfect natural movement through Tai Chi and impeccable balance.
Because of its complicated mind-body focus, Tai Chi can be very difficult to master. Now, I'm noticing that the slow, deliberate movements are a change from the quick-paced arts of karate and jiu-jitsu. But I'm still feeling the workout in the same parts of my body.
This is a great exercise. You can feel it in your legs. And even though you're doing slow movements with your upper body, I'm sweating. It's amazing.
A vehicle for understanding the indigenous Chinese philosophy known as Taoism. And Taoism, in fact, all the religions and religious philosophies of Asia are systems of applied yoga. One has to do a form of yoga in the greater sense to understand the philosophy. It has to be experienced through a mind-body integrative vehicle, a meditative vehicle, and there's few as excellent and beneficial as Tai Chi.
After an hour of Tai Chi, I feel relaxed but strong. See, my muscles are definitely worked, but more importantly, my mind is calm and my body feels centered. This was a great way to start my day. Meet the man who taught me everything I know about martial arts, and he shows me something new to flip over. Jiu-jitsu is the way of suppleness and flexibility, and it's a great way for Americans to get fit. Just ask Mark Parra, a 5th-degree black belt. I've studied martial arts with him for several years, but today, he's going to teach me a few things about his style of jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu is a way to control your opponent, to manipulate your opponent with or without serious damage. It gives you real inner core strength, the grappling. I think it's a must for any martial artist or anybody interested in survival, safety, and it's great for fitness. I mean, you can't beat it.
But don't let the fancy punches and kicks intimidate you. You don't have to be in top shape to start using martial arts as an exercise program.
For any level to jump into a martial arts program or into a sport or an activity like jiu-jitsu, karate, kickboxing, because it's a gradual thing. You're going to start where you start. If you're out of shape, you come in and we're doing sets of 20 of something and you're only doing maybe 12 in the beginning, then you work up little by little.
But Sensei Parra stresses that martial arts is about much more than just self-defense and fitness. And he carries that philosophy into his own teaching.
People come here to train for fitness and for self-defense. And then they find other things once they come here. You know, that's the great part about a dojo. People really come here to learn, you know, this. You know, but really what they get is they get fed mentally and spiritually.
We're about to step in the ring with my teacher. Check this out. I'm scared.
Traditional gym workouts tend to focus on either weights or cardio. But with martial arts training like jiu-jitsu, you're able to build strength and stamina at the same time while burning more than 800 calories an hour.
Sensei, I have a question for you. If someone has no martial arts experience, can they just step in and learn jiu-jitsu?
Oh,
or is it something that you need to have some prior experience for?
No, you don't. You don't. You just start from the beginning just like everybody else, and we'll do a little bit today, okay?
Okay.
In this scenario, I'm going to come in with the hook, yeah?
Okay.
So you're going to step back, follow me through this part.
Okay.
Step back left, outside, inside block. Now these can be chops, so we can also do muscle destruction on the joint. And then we're going to catch the wrist and pop right to the eyes, give them something to think about. Let's just start with that little piece, okay? So you do that for me 3 times. So I come in slow first. Good. Catch the wrist. And this could be a back fist. It could be open hand technique with the fingers open. This could be a whip right across my eyes with those nails. Whap. Just cutting. Boom, yeah? Boom, yeah? Then you're going to try it again for me. Good. Okay, good. So now we've established the defense against the attack. Boom. We step back and we take their eyes away from them. Let's try it at regular speed once. See how you do. Okay, that'll do the job. All right. Good. We're gonna go to the eyes, and then we're gonna do this heaven and earth motion. Okay, one's up towards heaven, one goes
Besides
down
getting your heart pumping and your muscles working, martial arts can increase coordination and balance, and this helps improve performance in other sports. But right now, I don't feel very coordinated.
Put the knee in the stomach, give him something to think about. Take that arm if you'd like, step across. Here's an arm bar. Very painful. I don't feel you tapping. Okay, come on up.
Okay, that was fun. But if you want something a little less combative and a little more fitness-oriented, Taekwondo will have you kicking and screaming all the way to the gym.
And you'll never believe what I broke when I took Taekwondo. Master Keith Jones, a 5th-degree black belt, is the owner of Marina Taekwondo in Los Angeles. Now, his 30 years of experience put him in a league of his own.
We teach a combination of Taekwondo and an Israeli martial art by the name of Haganah. We've interjected that into our self-defense program, but our basic style is Taekwondo.
Master Jones.
Hi, Gina. How are you today?
Good to meet you. I'm very excited about this.
Great.
I've always wanted to try Taekwondo. Is it Taekwondo or Taekwondo? I hear a lot of different ways to say this.
Both pronunciations are correct.
Okay.
Just to give you a basic background, Tae is a term that's from the Korean language called Hangul, which means using the feet or legs to defend yourself. Kwon means using the hands to defend yourself, and Do means the art or the way or the method that we put it all together to form a martial art.
Okay,
So
great.
let's get started.
Excellent. What are you going to show me today?
Well, today we start out first, whenever we begin a class with a Taekwondo beginner student, we start with mainly just warm-up exercises so that that student warms up without injury. Our main goal is to get a student warmed up, feeling comfortable so they can do the techniques and not have any kind of stiffness or any kind of muscle strain. So let's start first. We begin.
Okay.
We always start with a bow to the beginning of the class. We always bow to each other. And I'm going to stand directly in front and review some basic warm-ups that start out with just the feet shoulder-width apart.
Okay.
We're going to loosen up our lower back by going side to side, nice and easy.
Oh, let's go together. Okay. Do you ever have half your class going one way and half the class going the other way?
Most of my beginner classes are like that.
Yeah, and
then in the intermediate class, and everyone kind of follows along. And
Proper stretching is essential in all martial arts.
Now we're going to put our hands on the hip.
It promotes agility, flexibility, increases blood flow to the muscles, and promotes relaxation.
Very good. And we're going to put our feet together.
But most importantly, it helps prevent injury.
Roll them around. Other direction. Now we're going to do a little bit of a deep stretch. We're
Okay.
down. We're going to take our body, just let it drop down in front and just relax. And take a deep breath. And inhale and exhale.
Master Jones, my feet are sliding.
Uh-oh.
Will they
Back
stop?
in. Don't let you go self.
I can't stop.
Well, actually, you're very flexible, so you're not going to have any problem with this. Most students can't get down that far. That's not an issue with most of our beginner students because they're so stiff. Our adults will generally join our school for the reason of self-defense and physical fitness. Most of the typical adult that comes in is interested in getting into shape, but rather than going to a gym where they have to be more self-motivated, at a Taekwondo school like ours, you just have to show up for the class. And over time, you're now driven and reviewed on those techniques, and before you know it, the student is practicing them on their own at home or at a break from work, and they have an opportunity now to realize that their body is getting into fantastic shape. And that usually will result in them taking up other physical fitness training, running, jogging, swimming, bicycling, and getting into better shape because they want to enhance their Taekwondo training. Because it's the technique that they're learning in Taekwondo that really keeps students focused and excited.
Taekwondo offers a great alternative to the typical gym experience. If you really want to work out with punch, This martial arts discipline might be the one for you.
One of the reasons why our students like Taekwondo, particularly our adult students, is because as opposed to just going to a gym where you're working on increasing muscle strength or flexibility, here the added benefit is that you're gaining a lot better focus and concentration through the training, through the memorization of techniques, and through just the sheer volume of information that you're expected to learn in a Taekwondo class.
Other than physically getting in shape, one of the other great benefits of martial arts is a healthy boost to your self-esteem. Now, the colored belts are given to track and reward your progress.
The reason the student stays to earn a black belt is because they really want to master something. They want to be very good at a particular endeavor, such as martial arts. When I started, it was months and months and months before you went from one belt to the other. Now it's just a period of maybe just a few months. And it's very, very set in stone as far as what the requirements are. So there's no guessing what your requirements are to move to that next level. So now we're going to go through the scenario, Gina, where I grab you. You're going to start first. You're going to pin those hands, go for the knee. Boom, very good. Land, elbow strike. Boom, very good. Grab the back. And
oh, with this hand?
Yep. Okay. Grab my uniform, pull me down. Now you're controlling me. Now I can't get away. If I try to get away, you're just going to keep me down low, so I'm off balance. Now you're going to use your 3 knees to finish me off. Okay. Go. Hip. 1, 2, hip. And 2. Hip. Very good. Excellent. Good. Now we'll try it again. We'll do it one more time real fast. Okay. And go for it, okay? Don't worry.
So I'm grabbing your gi with this hand.
Yep.
Okay. That's where I messed up. According to Master Jones, the most significant change that he sees in his students are in muscle tone and flexibility. I can see how Taekwondo can help improve both of those.
At this point, I'm done. Yes. At this point, there's nothing left to me because you've now hit me 5 times real hard. You've hit me in some areas that are real sensitive, and so you won't have any more trouble from me, I guarantee
I hit you right in your belt.
That's right.
I did.
You did a great job. Today, now we're going to finish off this session today with you breaking a board. And let me tell you why we break a board.
Okay.
We teach students to believe in themselves in a martial arts program. That should be the cornerstone. If I teach you some techniques, but you don't believe you can do it, then they're of no use to you.
Okay.
So when
I have never done this before. I have never broken a board before.
When we break a board, one of the things that a student learns is to follow through. Because the initial reaction when I put the board in front of a student is that I can't break that. That's harder than my hand. I'm going to hurt my hand. That's just fear. And we need to get over fear. Fear is something you have to control, and that it will always be there. There's always going to be an element of fear. I've trained with some of the best fighters in the world. They all say the same thing. They all had fear entering into the ring for a big match. Okay. The key thing is they learned to control that fear. So that's what we're going to learn by breaking this board. We're also going to learn to channel our energy and to hit in the center of that board so it breaks. One more time. Good. Now, when I say go, that's when I want you to go, because I have to hold the board tight in order for it to break. If I'm holding it loose, it's almost...
So I'm really doing it this time?
This time we're going to go bring that hand up real high. Let me see, bring it up all the way up. When I say go, that's it. That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Ready? And go! Very, very. Very good. Excellent.
Ow!
And let me see.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, you're fine. Very good.
I did it. I can't believe it.
That's it.
I'm going to frame this.
There you go.
I'm going to frame it. I missed the X a little bit.
No, actually, you're
Is that
pretty
okay?
Close. You're all right. That's a great aim. And
wow,
that's why
that really
the board
does
broke.
work.
Yep.
And this is a real board, by the way. This is not like a stunt board. Okay, this is real wood. You know, you get at the lumber place. This is great. Now that we've explored some of the martial arts of the East, let's head south. A new fitness trend from Brazil will have you dancing and singing your way to a healthier lifestyle. Working out and music go hand in hand. But for this fitness trend, you can leave your MP3 players at home. Because with capoeira, a Brazilian martial art, you make your own music. Founded in the 16th century, capoeira was developed by African slaves in Brazil who were banned from practicing self-defense by their Portuguese captors. Under the guise of dancing and celebration, capoeira is a mixture of body and soul, fighting and dancing, of musical instruments and voice, requiring the use of mental, physical, and emotional agility. It's this combination that makes capoeira a most unique martial art.
I've been teaching capoeira for about, say, 3 to 5 years, and I've been taking it for over 10 years. Well, capoeira is an art, it's a martial art that makes dance-like movements, acrobatic movements, music, and it's got all those elements, you know, because it was created by African slaves. They were brought to Brazil, and they created, you know, introduced all the, you know, the different elements from the martial art, so they could develop their fighting skills without the slave masters knowing it.
Of dance and acrobatics, capoeira is unique. It can look intimidating, but like the other martial arts, with patience and practice, anyone can become a master.
Well, today, the class today, I did a lot of combination of movements, mostly to work on reflex, you know, so there was a lot of done on switching directions, kicking one side and escaping the other one, and counterattacking that counterattack. So just to, you know, pick up on the reflexes and balance. Worked on the handstands, you know, which just balance, and also core and all, you know, shoulders and arms.
Capoeira presents challenges to beginner and advanced students alike. But regardless of your fitness level, this martial art is going to give you a complete workout to the tune of 500 calories an hour. Marcelo's class of advanced students makes the tough moves look easy.
There's a lot of people that come, you know, the first time they see it, you know, they think it's easy, you know, it seems easy and very fluid, you know, and they try it and they get interested in that because it's actually pretty hard, you know. It's actually very good to, you know, just discover your body, you know, stuff that you forgot how to move your body that way, you know. And we work a lot on that, on body, weight, exercise, and strengthening the core. So as in a fitness aspect, it's really good, you know, it makes all the cardio and some resistance.
That may be where the similarities between capoeira and other martial arts end. Whereas most disciplines have a more consistent routine, capoeira works in a way that makes the word discipline almost obsolete.
The big difference I see is that we're constantly moving, and it's not a very, you know, set pattern, you know, that we move to. With the more relaxed and, you know, free you move your body, the better it is. And we don't really have stances. We, you know, just changing different positions and kicking. Actually, we work a lot on being off balance and using that, you know, and also going to the floor. That we see, you know, a lot of martial arts, when they go to the floor, is grappling, you know, and it's also not very contact-like, but still, you know, that we develop those skills and the reflex.
But just because it appears to lack discipline doesn't mean it's non-existent. Achieving each chord, capoeira's version of a belt, can take months or even years of hard work. Now, achieving this level of grandmaster can take decades.
Once you go in, you don't have one, and you practice for, you know, maybe anywhere from 6 months to 1 year. Then you get your first score, which is the green. And practice for another whole year. And the higher you go, the longer it takes. And it's not just, you know, you're good at the martial art aspect of it. You know, you have to be good at know how to sing, know a little bit of the language, you know, the Portuguese. You gotta know how to play the instruments, and all that, you know, goes into account.
And each student must learn to play one of the instruments. Did you ever hear of that in your aerobics class?
You have to play according to the rhythm of the instruments. So if there are rhythms that ask for more of an aggressive game, and then right away I can just change the rhythm here and say, okay, you guys are fighting too much, cool down, you know, and play. And then I can say, just, you know, show your skills, you know, and do your own, and we call them floreios, you know, just the nice movements, you know, all the spinnings and the flips. So every rhythm that we play, speed and the kind of rhythms that it's being played, you know, it tells you what to do.
And it's the many unique aspects of capoeira that make it more than just a martial art. It's a great way to make new friends and achieve your fitness goals. The ancient art of Kung Fu becomes a modern-day killer workout. We've explored the fitness benefits of Taekwondo, Karate, Jiu-Jitsu,
Step back,
capoeira, and Tai Chi. Now it's time to check out Kung Fu, the oldest of all the Asian fighting disciplines. Its popularity over the last few years has exploded, making what's old new again.
See, Kung Fu is actually a broad term used to describe all martial arts of Chinese origin, and it generally involves difficult patterns of kicks, handwork, and even acrobatics. So let's get ready to do some real Kung Fu fighting.
Carrie Wong teaches the White Lotus style of Kung Fu, and she's been an instructor for over 25 years.
Most of the adults that attend here, the younger adults, tend to come in for both fitness and for self-defense. As a student gets a little older, middle-aged, they're here for fitness. They don't want to go to the gym and they want to try something different. A lot of them have had previous training in some kind of art when they were teenagers, and they just figured it'd be a good time to start it up again. The main characteristics of Kung Fu have to do a lot with core training of the body. A lot of stances for strengthening the leg and the core. A lot of weaponry is involved. We believe in a strong upper body as well as lower body. So we implement a lot of kicks, a lot of punches, blocks. We don't have the students just work on one and not the other.
If it sounds like you're going to get a good workout from Kung Fu, well, you're right.
Kung Fu is an awesome way to keep fit. In fact, I've always called it the holistic art, in the way that you're training the whole body all the time versus going to the gym. One day you're going to work lower body and one day you're going to do your weights and so forth. With Kung Fu, you're constantly working everything, all the muscles, all the groups at one time. Okay, let's begin today's lesson.
Great, what are you going to teach me first?
Well, the first thing we need to do is teach you a good foundation. In Kung Fu, we call this horse training or horses. So I will face you in a mirror image, and I'll have you put your hands on your hips. The horse training is your foundation for your legs, but it also builds the core of the body because we're going to position your posture. This is called a square horse. Chinese call it a ma pu. Then,
How do you like my ma pu?
and she's an expert. We're now going to shift to a left side horse. So your feet are going to be like windshield wipers. You're going to turn 45 degrees to your left. Now we want you to lock the right leg, bend the left knee over the toe, turn the hips as far as you can go. Perfect. Now we're going to add some hand techniques. In Kung Fu, there are animals that we mimic. So we're going to do a tiger claw. Hands out, exactly right. Pull the wrists back, bend the elbows, and you're going to roll into your stomach and then strike out like you're ripping somebody's eyes out. In and out. And keep the wrists up tight. So think of striking and then ripping at the same time. Now, I want you to lift that leg up. This is called a crane
I can
stand.
feel how Kung Fu strengthens my core muscles as well as my glutes and legs. A few more minutes, and my thighs will be screaming for a break.
When you're doing the crane stance, think of breathing very low. Instead of breathing here and
breathe from the belly.
There you go. There are 9 basic stances. I don't want to kill you right now.
No, I love it.
But this gives you a good idea of how this is your foundation. This is the ABCs to Kung Fu.
Carrie uses an innovative technique for strength training.
In China, you got to remember, they didn't have a Nautilus or LA Fitness to go to. So they actually would have stones with handles. So what we try to do was we try to incorporate some of the old tradition, and we couldn't think of another way to do it. My husband came up with, let's fill coffee cans with concrete and see how they work.
Brilliant.
So they're perfect. Okay. So I'm going to bring my son Travis. Travis, you're going to assist Gina. What we do here is we do push-ups. So the cans are positioned about your shoulder width. I'm going to have Travis demonstrate for you. Okay. This is called a 3-layer push-up. You want to make sure your body's level. We go down in 3 separate layers, 1, 2, and 3. And back up, 1, 2, and 3. Try to get your body even or below the cans, and that stretches out the chest muscles, makes a beautiful back. Up, down, 1,
Remember,
2,
Travis is a lot
3,
younger than I
push
am.
it, back up,
Well,
1,
not that
2,
much younger,
3.
but he definitely has a stronger upper body from years of this kind of
It's harder
training.
than it looks.
Let me get 1. I gotta get 1, like really good. How about over here? Okay, ready? I'll keep 1 foot down.
1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3.
That was great.
Breathe.
I only gave you one cheek.
Oh.
That was awesome.
But one thing that sets Kung Fu apart from other martial arts disciplines is its use of weaponry.
The weaponry in Kung Fu is based on movement that was used traditionally thousands of years ago. There's a weapon called a horse cutter, and that's actually what they used it for. They would use the weapon riding horseback. Nowadays, the weaponry is just used for the student to practice movement and become an extension of what they have as an empty hand.
The chain that Travis is using isn't just for show. The steel whipped chain is a weapon that's often tipped with a sharp metal piece or spearhead, and they're heavier than they look. Practicing with these weapons will take any weight training to the next level, and it can be more fun than the traditional training with free weights. Sifu, could you pick any one of these and give us a demonstration?
Sure. How about if we do one of the swords?
Great. I'll just be over here.
This is a 9-ring sword.
And what are the rings for?
The rings are for entangling other weapons as a defensive move.
Kung Fu is truly a graceful art. The benefits include excellent strength training and cardio work, and it can be more fun than going to the gym. I mean, do you ever recall seeing a sword like this by the bench press? If you think this looks hard, you're right. But you don't have to be a martial arts master to get started in Kung Fu. And with a lot of hard work and practice, one day, this could be you. While the weapon Carrie demonstrates with is a replica of the actual weapon, the blades are kept dull for practice purposes. Good thinking.
That was great. Very impressive. Wow, this has some weight to it.
That's why you need
How
cans.
much does this weigh? 3 pounds? Maybe?
Oh, 3 to 5 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, you don't think of that as being a lot, but if you're doing that
When
for
you
a
start
while,
moving it, you feel it.
it's like boxing gloves, you know, they may only weigh 16 ounces, but you can really feel it after a while. Wow, that is fantastic. So anyone can learn this?
Absolutely.
Do you have children using weapons of this size?
Not this size. Because of the weight, they start
Yeah.
out with the simple weapons.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank
this
you.
is really a lot
Very
of fun.
nice.
Thank you.
Each of the arts we explored today offer the opportunity for anyone at any fitness level to start an exercise program. It doesn't matter which martial art that you choose. The important thing is that all of them will help you reach your own fitness goals.
Remember, the martial arts are a great way to mix up an old exercise routine, and they have countless benefits for health, body, and mind. So until next time, I'm Gina Lombardi for Fit Nation.
He's been called the greatest diver in history, coming back after a heart-stopping injury to win Olympic gold.
He had the unique qualities of the power of a Secretariat and the grace of a Baryshnikov, all in one package.
Yet he lived in fear his Olympic dream would end if anyone found out he was HIV positive.
Chances are, had anyone known of my HIV status,